life been crazy this past week and a half, 2 weeks. Yeah, ripping off the band-aid, yo. I was not doing very well. But we are so back today. Not gonna, dude, it was so funny because like Michi wasn't doing very well, and I was like talking to her on the phone yesterday. I was like, you know, girl, it's like so funny how like when everything started crashing down for me, it happened like after your pet was stable. So it was like passing the torch on to me. Like, I said, thank God I had the whimsy in me to make sure she was okay before I was like, okay, girl, you good? Okay, it's my turn now. And the torch was passed. But yeah, like life been crazy, bros. Life been crazy. It's like been a lot of like personal like family stuff that I was having to deal with. It's just, I think maybe because I don't live with my family anymore, they don't tell me things that they should be telling me, and so I learn about things later, and I was pretty frustrated. I'm not gonna lie, pretty frustrated because of things that I was like just family shit, you know. And I'm like, okay, well, this is we just like that now. That's cool. And I tried to act like chill, but then like as days go by, you can't really not think about things when it's like related to like family. And so I think I was just not vibing mentally because of that. And it gave me like I'm trying to speak. I'm finding it. Did not mean to start off the stream like right off like this, but I kind of want to just rip off the band-aid because I don't really like when I'm gone for a long period of time without like telling y'all what's going on type shit, you know. So yeah, I was just not vibing with that, and I was kind of like also just connecting it to how I was feeling the past like year with like my mental health, just not feeling like good mentally and stuff, right? I've been feeling this way for probably since 2024, of just not feeling good mentally a lot of the times, and it very much reflects in my music. I have highs, but then I have really, really, really bad lows that have been consistently not doing good. Like they've been getting worse every year, like the seasonal depression. And I'm not gonna lie, last year's, the 2025 one, was probably like the worst I felt since I was a teenager. And it got to the point where like I couldn't eat at all. And at first I was like, nah, like this is just normal seasonal depression, whatever. I think when Michi was staying over, and then she was like, girl, you're like not eating that much. And I'm like, that's weird. Like I always eat. Like why am I not eating much? That was a red flag. But then afterwards, it got to a point where I would be at my favorite restaurant and I would take a couple bites, and then I would just feel disgusted by it and feel like I would throw up if I would keep eating. And so that was the biggest thing for me, because guys, there are few things in that like that matter to me enough to where if I didn't have it, I would say this is an issue. One of them, food. You guys know me. I love food so much that was the last straw for me when I couldn't eat. Well, I'm like, no, this ain't it. No, this shit won't cut it. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little sad. Whatever the fuck. Like I'll get over that. But like food, you can't take that away. No. And so I was talking to my therapist, and I was like, yeah, like I'm not eating very, like, that's strange. Like, is that weird? Like, is that normal? And she said, no. Girl, like, no, that's not normal. And then I said, oh. Right. And then, I was talking to Michi about, like, how I was feeling, like, mentally and stuff. And she's like, it surprises me that you haven't, like, that nobody's done it, like that you haven't, nothing's been done about this at all at your age. I'm like, yeah, like I didn't know that my thoughts, I didn't know that how I felt was concerning, because I think the people that I was surrounded by growing up and stuff, never really, they're like, no, like that's not a really big problem, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. No, like, yeah, no, sure. And mind you, I didn't even know I had ADHD until I was in college. When I was talking to like my friends, I'm like, guys, and it's like so crazy, like how we never do our work. And they were like, what? Like, no, I do my work. And I said, what? What? And she's like, yeah. And then I asked my other friends and they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I asked my dad, I'm like shaking, Dad, do you think I have ADHD? And he just looks at me dead in the eyes and he's like, yeah, of course you do. And I'm like, nobody wanted to tell me this. Nobody told me this shit. You wait till I was an adult to tell me that shit. He's like, oh, well, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. No, yeah. Okay. I love my parents, love my family, whatever. They're the kind of family that doesn't really encourage prescription stuff. And I think that's probably maybe why. Maybe it's like, yeah, you have it, and what about it? And so when I started getting my ADHD medication, I had to go to the psychiatrist. And so this was back when I was like still a teenager. And I'm telling the psychiatrist my whole life story, whatever, so he can so he can give me that ADHD med so I can finally do my work and stuff, so I can get my degree and shit. And I'm talking to him. I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And he said, okay, yeah, so you definitely have ADHD. And I said, well, yes. And then he said, and I was like, oh, I didn't know there was more. I thought we were just gonna end here. I thought that was it. He's like, no, like you also most likely have anxiety and seasonal depression. And then I was like, what? No, what? Me? No, I'm not, nah, that's not me. Like maybe that's somebody else. Like that's not me. And then he said, I'm gonna recommend taking like antidepressants for your like anxiety and for your depression. And I told him I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm fine. Like I'm chilling. I don't need that. I'm fine. And he said, oh, I mean, I'm just gonna give it to you just in case. But like, really think you should. I really think this is what you need. And I didn't take it because I thought I was fine. I was like, and I told my dad, and my dad was like, no, you don't need that. Like you're okay. Just don't be sad. And I'm like, you're so right, man. You're so fucking. That's not what he actually said. But he's like, no, like. I don't think that's something, like, is it that bad? I said, no, it's not that bad. He's like, right. And I'm like, yeah, right. No, I'm fine. And so years go by, and every single year you have to meet with your psychiatrist. I think every single year, bro looked at me and saw the bags in my eyes, under my eyes, get worse. He's like, yeah. So, like, how's your mental? You doing okay? And I'm like, yeah, it was really bad, but, like, I'm good now. And he's like, right. And you don't want to try. And I said, no, I'm good. And that carried on until recently, where I was just thinking about how bad I felt. And then when the food thing happened, I was like, okay, this is probably a big issue for me that is just getting to the point where I don't know. With me, I get really depressed, and I didn't realize that the thoughts that I were having were concerning, you know? I did not know they were concerning because I thought everybody had these thoughts until I talked about it with other people, and I found out that they did not have those thoughts. And so I tried to make an appointment with my psychiatrist because I think at this point, like, even if I'm feeling sad, I'm not like a quitter. I'm not that kind of. Well, I was getting to that point. In November, but I said, you know, this would not be slay. I think I should do something about this because I don't want to. I don't know. I don't like. If there's a problem, I want to fix it, especially if it's myself, because I'm with myself the most. And so I asked to see my psychiatrist, and they're like, yeah, we could see you in like the very end of March. I said, no, actually, that's fucking stupid. No, actually, we're gonna meet sooner than that. And they said, no, but there's a lot of. I said, no, put me on cancel. No, I need to see this guy now, because I was telling them that I wasn't feeling good, and I was thinking maybe we should try like antidepressants. I said, this is probably what I need to at least try out to see if it's gonna help me. And then they're like, no, but he could just he's okay with just giving you the prescription. And I'm like, no, what the fuck? I'm not gonna take any. If you look at my records, you can see it says anxious, anxiety. You can see the anxiety part right there. You can see the overthinking anxiety. You can't just. He's like, he's just the type of guy that likes to just, just give you stuff and then talk about it later. See how you're feeling. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna take something unless I know about it or the effects of it with talking to my psychiatrist, because if you look anything up on Google, it's gonna be like, no, like seizure death, that's what's big side effects. Yeah, you're gonna want to die, and then you're gonna throw up and shit yourself, and yeah, and I'm like, I don't think that's gonna make me want to take it. I'm gonna want to have to know good things, and so they put me on the cancellation list, and somebody canceled, and then I got the next day. So when I was telling you guys that I was in calls like every fucking day, it was like I was talking to them and like my allergist and shit, because I'm trying to get shit done. I told you I'm making 2026 the year, right? I'm like give me that. This is January. I'm getting my shit done. And so I made the meeting and I talked to him, and then he's like, this is what I recommend. And I was like, okay. And so I was looking up everything, and I said, all right, guys, there is okay. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. There was one big reason. There's one big thing that was making me hesitate with taking antidepressants. And it's the side effect. I can give you a good explanation. But the one thing that I think of is how it kills your libido. And so I'm talking to the guy about all of my concerns, and I was like, so what about that libido? Like that libido, like I'm like my personality is kind of really directly linked to having a dirty sense of humor. This won't. Would this affect that? And then he said, well, actually, recently, like over 70% of the people who have been taking it have been coming back saying that they've had a stronger libido. And I cut him off. I said, I'll take it. I was like, you know what? You're so right. Give me that right now. Cause okay, dude, and it's not because like he's like, wow, you're like sexually active. I'm like, no, like you don't understand. Like my sense of humor is I'm dirty minded, like I make dirty jokes. That's me. I don't want to lose my personality, and it just happens to be linked to this. And I just happen to read a lot of hentai at night, and it's one of the joys in life, and I don't want that taken away from me. And he's like, why? I said nothing. Like he's like, okay, well, we could do this, and if it really affects it, then we could try something else. I'm like, period. Okay, right. Yeah. Guys, you don't get it. You guys, you don't like. I need that. Like, I need it to be. I can't lose that. And so I'm like talking to my roommates in the group chat, talking to the roommates in the group chat. I'm like, guys, I'm gonna be starting this. We're gonna do a checklist We're gonna do a checklist when it starts to kick in, and we need to do that. And so Hami was like, okay, got it. We have a checklist and a slideshow of all of the K-pop idols. And all of my favorite Yuri ships. Not to make me get like horny or anything, but just to be like, do you have a reaction to this? Like, be like, Espa from Karina, like, how are you feeling? And I'd be like, no, I don't feel anything. They'd be like, okay, we need you off of that shit right now. But if it's like, Karina, how do you feel? I'm like, I wanna marry her. I love her so much. Blah, blah, blah. They're like, okay, you're fine. You're okay. And so that's how it's been. We're be like, okay, this is it. Like, do you react? And if I'm like just emotionally numb, we're off. So we're doing that. And if it's like my favorite, they show like a snippet of Asumi-chan loves lesbian brothels. That's a different one. It'd be like, do you feel aroused? I'm like, no. They'd be like, get off that shit right now. Like, how do you feel? I'm like, aroused. And they're like, okay, period. Okay, period. So, you know, that was that. And I said, okay, give it to me right now. That's not how it works. You can't. I know that. I don't care. I'm doing literally every type of check that I can do. I will do. I understand feeling attraction. I need all of the above. So, am I watching the Android Yuri anime this season? Like, no. The going through the manga once was enough for me. It just kept getting weirder and weirder, bro. A little too freaky for me. Imagine not taking the meds so you can jork it. You know what?
You saw the new Takao skin in Azurlane?
Yes, I did. But yeah. So that's been that.
Antidepressants caused me to go from 4 times a day to twice a week.
4 times a day to twice a week, right? Yeah. So like, I've been seeing people how they have a stronger libido, but it's harder for them to finish. And I'm like, damn, I'm one of those like under a minute type girls if I'm really putting my heart into it. So like, that's gonna be a fix, that a change. That's gonna be a crazy thing. Sorry for that TMI, but like that's nice. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks guys. No, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks guys. Like, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. No, thank you guys. Oh, thank you. That there is a professional gooner. Yeah, no, I'm hella serious about that shit, y'all. I take that shit so seriously. That's, yes, sir. Yep. And if I can't finish, I'm off of it. No fucking way. That is one of life's like pleasures. I can't even really feel anything for people. Like, at least let me love myself. Like, at least let me love myself, bro. Like, I don't really feel much towards, like, real people. I can't, like, at least let me have it for myself, you know? You must have a pretty high libido then. I think when I was, like, 19 to, like, 21, it was actually insane how primal I was. But nowadays, it's only the most when I'm in heat. Yeah. Yes.
Numi, I'm sure you've done all the research.
Yes, I have.
And side effects.
You guys know how I am.
It took me weeks to feel anything when I started taking it, and it had almost zero impact on my libido.
Yeah, the thing is about taking antidepressants is how differently it affects every single person. So going off of what one person says and just believing in what one person says, I think is, I don't know. I don't think you should just take something that could really affect you and not be 100% sure that's what you want to do, and you have to completely lock into it, right? And I remember a couple weeks ago, and I was like, guys, am I like anxious? And you're like, girl. And I said, oh, it's that noticeable. That was another thing. I said, damn, y'all been with me for years, and y'all are like, surely she knows. I didn't. No, I didn't. You guys helped me realize a lot of things about myself, so I do want to say thank you for that. And like, you guys try really hard because of me, and I promise you guys I would try harder. And so this is one of those things where if it does work out for me and it like makes me feel like a lot better, I'm hoping that I can feel just as whimsical as I did back in the day, you know? When I was like talking to Michi, I was like, damn girl, like you were meeting me at like the worst, like my worst. Like, girl, you haven't even seen me at my best. You haven't seen me at my best. She's like, no, like I love you just the way you are. I'm like, no, girl, like you when you see how I am when I'm super crazy. No, you'll understand. You'll see it. The Numas got to live through that shit in my golden era when it's back. Who knows? So another thing is I was rewatching my old videos on YouTube with Hami till 3 in the morning. This is when I was trying to become a YouTuber when I was like 13. And bros, I was funny as fuck. I was so, dude, this is the shit where if I have our face revealed, we'd watch that shit together because it was so fun. It was so good. I was in my prime. And then after that, I started feeling kind of FOMO of my own self, where I was like, bro, I was creative. I was always doing shit. I was funny. where the fuck did that go, man? Like, where are my hobbies at? It's getting difficult for me to even get out of bed to go play video games with my friends, even though I know I'd feel good just to do that. It was hard for me to want to, like, start stream, even though I knew that I would feel better by streaming because you guys make me feel happy. I just didn't want to get out of bed and just walk 2 steps to sit in my chair. And I'm like, bro, that's rough. And like, what do you mean I'm thinking like this and I'm feeling like I'll be okay? I was like, no, I can't. Like, I want to at least try it out, you know? I don't want to be washed. I'm not washed. And so, I just wanted to let you guys know that that's been what's happening.
That's the unfortunate reality of biology.
Yeah.
It's so specific to each person that doctors are really just trying different things that have worked before. Doesn't mean they will work on you. Also proud of you for taking medication. I found it necessary to bounce back from my lowest lows. Trying without was swimming upriver.
Yeah, and you know the really sad thing is when you start looking up experiences with it, it's always gonna be negative. You know, when you're looking things up, the reply, like all of the first results are people being like, this fucking ruined my life because obviously it didn't mesh with their brain chemistry. It didn't do what it was supposed to do. And so they will just completely say, this is horrible. It's going to ruin your life. And you have to not let that get to you and realize it could be different for me. And if it doesn't work for me, that means I'm going to take something else instead, right? Or just try to figure out whatever I can do to try to make myself be in a better space, be in a better place. And so it started to piss me off. I'm like, there's no fucking way every single person's had such a bad effect with these antidepressants, because why would people still be receiving it? Why would people still be getting it? Why would it still be like FDA approved and shit and being recommended to people? Like, that just doesn't make any sense at all. It just, I'm like, why is this what comes? Where are the actual good stories? Because these are people who are like, a lot of the times having really, really depressing suicidal thoughts and shit. And then when they try to look it up because they're scared and they want some reassurance, and that's what comes up, dude, it's ridiculous. And so I decided to just go on YouTube and just look up positive experiences instead, because I was so annoyed. And so I was looking at videos of like psychiatrists that were even taking it, therapists taking it, clients taking it, and talking about their experiences. And the comments were just like my life changed so much for the better. Like, just so many good stories that I started crying, because a lot of the ways that they felt was the same exact way that I felt. And then I didn't feel like lonely in how I was reacting to things. And then I said, okay, like, these are people where it actually did do something good, you know? And then there's like the amount of people in the US that actually have depression that's clinically diagnosed and stuff. There's like 10-15 million people, and I'm like, so you're telling me there's just 130 million people here or whatever that like at this point in their adult career life or whatever are just fine? They don't think the way that I think. I want that. I want to at least try to get that, and so I'm doing that right now. And one of my little updates on life, my little announcements is that, yeah, I'm starting that right now. So I do want to let you guys know that probably the first week that they were saying I may be like dizzy, nauseous, drowsy or whatever. I tried to take it 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago. And at nighttime, because one of the things that I looked up at was, do you take it at nighttime or daytime? Because when you take this specific one, you take it at this time, you have to take it at that time every single day, or you're gonna get a thing called brain zaps, right? I don't want that shit. So I was looking it up, and one of the things that my depression has been giving me is insomnia. I can't sleep very well anymore, and you guys know me, I also love sleep. So I was like, okay, when's the best time to take this? And a lot of people were like, I take it at nighttime because it makes me drowsy, and I'm really drowsy. And another thing is I was scared to take it during the daytime because I take, my ADHD meds, and I heard that they can conflict. There's a chance that they can conflict, right? And cause serotonin syndrome. And I'm like, I don't want that. Maybe I should take it at night. And so a lot of people were like, you'll get drowsy. I take it at night. I'm telling Hami and Avery, I'm like, guys, here we go, guys. It's happening tonight. I hope I'm not the 50-50 loss. I'm doing the 50-50 Gacha right now. I'm doing the 50-50. There's that 50-50 chance it's gonna make me fall asleep, and then there's that 50-50 chance it's gonna give me insomnia, and then I won't be able to sleep. And we were like, okay. And I'm like, good night, guys. Go to bed. Can't go to bed till 3. I wake up at 6. I said, fuck. God fucking damn it. And you can't take it in the morning after that. I have to wait one more day and redo it. So I woke up at 6 a.m. and then like I did my daily reply to like Michi, and she immediately replied. She's like, oh my god, you're awake? And I was like, girl, this shit gave me insomnia. And then she's like, oh my god, like, let's hang out. I'm like, me being like, oh damn, I'm feeling so groggy. I got that. And she's like, oh my god, you want to call? I'm like, okay. And so 50 minutes. So we were on call. She's like, it's just so rare for you to be up at this time. I'm like, well, yes, but you know, the reason why I'm here. She's like, no, you know, and so then I was just talking to her, and then she was talking about her updates on life. I was talking about my updates on life, and then after that, like, I was so fucking dead, dude. Michi keeps telling you what, that I'm a communication major. Yeah, not many people know about that, actually. Not many people talk about that recently, so it's just I have to remind you all. Actually, I went back to my dad's house, and I looked over the fireplace, and my degree was there. I was wondering where that shit went. I just got it, and I didn't even give a fuck. So it was like during the pandemic. I didn't go to that graduation ceremony because I didn't want to sit through hours of people's name getting called that I didn't fucking know. Like, I was on that campus like 5 times. And so I got it in the mail, and I was like, hell yeah, brother. And then I went over my fireplace, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh my god, I thought I lost that thing. I need to bring that to NHQ. I need to frame that somewhere. Sometimes I forget about all that. 5 hours of waiting passed. Thought I lost it. But guys, I do have swag news, at least after that. I would actually like to say that me like starting the antidepressants is a good thing. I'm just praying that it reacts well with my brain, right? Yeah, like please, like I don't want to go through like this shit. Like I don't. You know what, guys? What makes it a lot easier on you that I heard is like just being healthy with your diet, going to the gym, just staying level-headed, being on top of things and stuff. Mind you, I took a Accutane, and everybody was like, dude, you're gonna get all these crazy side effects. You're gonna get even more depressed, blah blah blah. And I said, I'm not letting that shit happen. I went to the gym almost every single day when I started that first month on Accutane, and nothing really happened to me. I just had I was just really dry. My face was really dry and crusty a little, and then I had like my first ever bloody nose, but that was it. After that, I was chilling, bro. I ate that shit up, and I got that Accutane nose job, and I was slaying. And I was worried about side effects with taking like Adderall and shit, but I reacted super well to it. So I think I will be fine. I think it's gonna be a good match to me, and I will be okay. I'm optimistic as fuck. You had a nosebleed? Yeah, and I never had nosebleeds before. I just had it once because it was so dry. Accutane really dries you out, and so I had to use like a special lotion on my face and body to keep my face nice and smooth. Didn't really work for the first month. I was dry as fuck, dude. Oh my god, I had to sleep with a layer of Vaseline and like over my mouth to keep my lips nice and luscious. Accutane nose job kills me. Dude, let me look up the exact reason why that happens really quick, but there's like an actual thing. People are like, that's not real. I'm like, it's fucking real. It's fucking real. Oh yes, it's because of like oil gland size, skin thickness, and chronic inflammation. Like, it doesn't actually change the shape of your nose, but if there was like large oil gland, or just, what the fuck, there's like a specific, like, yeah, like it helps with oil production in your face and stuff. So my whole face low-key got snatched over the course of me taking Accutane, because all of like the oil glands on my face just like completely disappeared. So if there are pictures of my nose from back then compared to now, it looks completely different in shape because of how it shrunk out. So like it just looked a little more bulbous back in the day. Like I grew into my face, but I also got that skinnier appearance nose. I said, yeah, fuck going to Korea to get a nose job, boys. I got that nose job from Accutane. That was a 2-in-1 job, bro. You pretty sure I was already snatched? I think I just had a big nose like my dad. It wasn't ugly or whatever. It was just bigger, and now it just looks more slim. And dudes, I was looking at my old pictures and old videos. If I ever get doxxed or pictures of me when I was younger goes up, you wouldn't even know it's me. Oh my god, guys, it's crazy. We were looking at like my old home videos and stuff when I was a teenager. I am so sorry if this comes off like, I don't know, like the only way that I could describe it, I look like a completely different race. I am not even like, it's just, I was so tan, and I was so like, my whole head, everything I just look different. It's so fucking crazy. And so like me and like Lynn and Hami were talking and saying like, I didn't look that different when I was younger. And I was like, guys, I look really different. And then Lynn's like, no, I think I look the most different. Showed her like my old videos and pictures. She's like, oh my fucking god, like, who is that? I sent it to Michi. She's like, girl, I don't even know who is that? And I was like, that's me. And she's like, what the fuck? I look like a different person, bro. It's crazy. Oh my god, it's crazy. I shed my heritage. We got rid of the Philippines. We got rid of the Filipino in me, bro. I can't. Oh my god, Nicolita, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my god, hi. You got me a bone as a present. Thank you. I was a tan gyaru. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for that bone. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you had a really nice stream. I hope you had a slay swag stream today. What did you guys do? Okay, guys. Let's see. Any other news relating to that? Oh, yeah. So I had to wait a day before taking the antidepressants again or whatever. So I took it this morning. I also, when I took it the other day, I was trying to know if I would have any crazy side effects or whatever, because the most common ones is like nausea. Actually, the pharmacist was like, yeah, like some nausea, like vomiting maybe. I'm like, girl, nobody fucking told me about vomiting. Hell no. But then when I got out of bed to pee, the night I took it, dude, I felt like I was V from Cyberpunk. I was like, damn. And then this morning I took it again because I said, okay, I can't take it at night because then I won't be able to sleep. Time to take it in the morning. Because, you know, since I won't get drowsy, maybe I'll take it this morning instead and do it in the morning. Tell me why I've been drowsy all day. Are you fucking kidding me? I've been drowsy today. So I've been in and out and like, I'm eating lunch with the roomies, just watching some TV. And then all of a sudden, Cyberpunk shit happens again. I'm like, whoa, bro. Holy shit, damn. And homie's like, you good, girl? Like, you need to sleep? How we feeling about hot women? And I said, damn, I'm feeling like drunk without the alcohol where you're not spinning, but you're like, damn. And she's like, right. I'm like, oh my God. And then I like laid in bed, and then I like took a nap where I'm in and out of consciousness. Did I start seeing Johnny Silverhand? Bitch, I wish. I wish. Yeah, and so drowsiness can happen anytime you start taking one. Well, where was it the other night? Where was it the other night? Because the opposite happened when I took it at nighttime. I took it at nighttime and I was alert. I was awake. I was ready to take on the world. And then this morning I was eepy. But here we are. We are here today. Now that that's out of the way, I do want to let you know that if I have some crazy swings or whatever, that probably let me know. If I don't notice it, let me know. Like if they're negative, let me know and then I'll stop. Everybody, we have to work as a team here. We have to work as a team. Yes. Yes. I mostly get irritable and nonverbal. Word. What does being awake and alert feel like? Like on ADHD meds or what? I don't know what you're talking about. I just got here. Oh, antidepressants. Guys, Mish, low-key. Everybody, can we all clap for Mish, actually? Like, I do want to say this. Wait, let me play clappy. Yeah, I had like an anxiety attack for the first time in a long time the other day. And the only person that I messaged about it was, Mish, because we be texting each other all the time about anything and everything, so I just feel completely okay. I was like, girl, like low-key, I feel like I'm having an anxiety attack, and she was like, oh my god. Then we're just like yapping, and then I was like, oh, never mind, I'm good again. And she's like, slay. And then I was like, you know, I really appreciate how we could just talk about whatever, and like I don't feel guilty about being really sad, because a lot of the times I feel too scared to talk about how I feel with like my friends, because I'm usually the one people vent to and stuff, and I don't want to burden them. I know that's stupid, whatever. Like, I know that's fucking stupid, but like that's like how my thought process was. I don't have that with Mish at all. When I was trying to tell Mish, I said it like 20 different times. I'm like, I like how I don't have to apologize talking like that. Not like in a bad way, but you know what I mean. But like not in a bad way. She's like, no, girl, like I get it. I'm like, no, yeah, but like I want to make sure you understand. Like this is how I feel. And she's like, girl, I get it. I'm like, okay, period. But yeah, she was there. So thanks to her for that. And we are starting that process. And I'm hoping that I feel like even better, because if I feel even better, I'm hoping that it'll happily go alongside with a lot of the projects that I told you guys I've been really excited about later this year. One thing is happening, you know, next month. We have the 12-hour and a bunch of other fun things. Speaking of fun things happening next month. You're so cute. I wish you were real. Guys, is that the famous Linian that gave a cameo to Michi Socials? Is that the famous Linian? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shut up. The way that the cameo to Michi was just, hey girl, like what did you mean by that when you said I was funny? Like what did you mean by that? And Michi was like, oh my god, so funny. Never replies. And I was talking to Michi about that too. I was like, girl, like of course she's gonna reply to you. She was like, I just didn't think she was gonna reply when she said that. Like, cause remember when we were talking and then you reminded me of her and I thought she was funny, and so I wanted to text her that, and I told you I was gonna text her that. And then I said, yeah, like I knew that, but like I thought it would be funny if I like didn't give any context. And it was really funny because, you know, Lynn was like, why would I do? Like, I'm still waiting for my reply about her dinner. You're gonna stay waiting, girlie. You know how hard it is. She replies the frequency that Yuzu does, but worse. It's cooked. And I told Michi, I was like, dude, you know Lynn is the type to like actually reply and care about like replying. You know, she cares, and she's like, oh, like I didn't realize. I didn't know like that would be a conversation after that.
Did you go into another bus?
Right.
Tell me.
Funny man. But at least she responded the first time.
Quick word from our sponsor, me, myself, and I. We have a new Gamer Subs flavor out now called Kissy Kissy Passion that tastes just like me. What? A delicious passion fruit mango. so yum yum. Buy for yourself today. Thanks!